Welcome to Volcano Talk, the series where we race cars up the Volcano Road and talk about them. This time driving the beautiful Huracan Tecnica, the more road-friendly but just as angry version of the STO. Let's go. Alright, so maybe I have to quickly explain that. After doing some research, I found that most people say that this car has about 95% of the performance of the STO variant. But just being much more road friendly and comfortable to drive in. Of course, the trade-off is you're losing the crazy style of driving an STO, or the look of an STO, the just dystopian, aggressive look. But I actually think the Tecnica is one of the most beautiful Lamborghinis ever. I'm already a Huracan enjoyer as is, and I know that's maybe a controversial opinion. But yeah, let's get into some of the numbers while we enjoy this beautiful Lamborghini sound here in the background. This car produces 640 horsepower and is reported in real life to have a top speed of 325 kilometers an hour or 202 miles per hour. Of course, in Forza Horizon 5 it slightly varies, and we also have a dry weight of 1,379 kilograms. So this car is very, very light, especially in comparison to some of the cars that we drove here on this channel. Mainly last time we drove the i8, which was weighing 1,533 kilograms and was actually 789 Forza Horizon points. So the weight, together with the underpowered nature of the car compared to the Huracan, you can really notice a difference in performance here. When I was driving this car, I felt super confident taking these corners. Sometimes I would find myself having a little too much speed, like right here, and then I would press to one of the sides of the road, but never fully losing control. Although before the corners, maybe you can see the next one here, I always brake fully and ABS has to kick in. Here it actually doesn't. If you're not a Forza Horizon enjoyer like myself, in the bottom right you see the assists that are turned on, and right now you see the ABS flashing blue. Here again, I am sure, no, not that, this was actually a corner that it didn't brake enough strongly, but I'm sure that here I will. Yeah, so it flashes shortly blue, that's when it's active. The only two assists we are driving with is the ABS and launch control. Launch control, there's no reason to turn off. ABS, it's a little bit of a discussion. Now, so we don't have time to have a full discussion here. If you're ever interested, we can do that, of course. I found that leaving ABS on is most realistic because a lot of race drivers also drive with ABS. These systems in modern cars have gotten so complex and good that they barely lose you time anymore, while offering so many different safety features. I agree that traction control is something I turn off in video games, especially here in Forza Horizon 5, to get a little bit more of a realistic feel, but really, also in real life, I'm not sure if everyone would turn it off. Of course, with race variants you do, but with these three cars, if you're racing them, you're not turning them off. And since I want the most realistic experience, I will do as if people would do in real life. Talking of real life, in the background, we've just scored a beautiful 398 drift points, which is nothing. So this car was basically never sliding. Putting it down there with the challenge, Ferrari 360 Challenge Stradale. This car, of course, got slicks on it. It drives absolutely beautifully. The slicks put this car about 30-40 points up, like they do with all the cars, but with this one, it was especially noticeable because now this extreme performance you have can really be transferred to the road easily. We're already in the speed zone here, and I expect this car here to do the best one. It's the highest rating car we've driven so far. It's keeping extreme speeds. The acceleration especially. The corner that wasn't taken as perfectly as could here, but the speed just, it puts everything else just out of the water. So 158, that's a new record for the speed zone by around about 7 kilometers per hour. And we're easily heading for the best time here at 3 minutes and 53 seconds at the moment. The best time is 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And I mean, again, here, the Huracan with 4 minutes 1 second and 17 tenths, absolutely easily taking the first place. This car is extremely fun to drive. I would also be interested in driving some of the older Huracan versions, comparing it to this. And if you have the chance to get this car, I think it is a DLC car. Get it if you don't want to spend the real money in Forza Horizon 5. I completely understand. It's probably more worth it to get a launch. But I had a lot of fun driving this. I hope you had a lot of fun watching this. I think it's one of the sexiest cars the Lamborghini ever made. Controversial opinion. Anyways, till next time, see ya.